Welcome back, YouTube. We're back with another video. It is, of course, another day. So I do have some updates. So some stuff I did do off camera just because I just wanted to make sure it worked, which was the battery. So boom, check it. We have a battery in a trickle charger, something slight, just so it can keep a charge, because it definitely does not keep a charge. So let me give y'all a little update. Of course, I went ahead and tried to put the battery on, powered it up, started it up. Should have filmed it because it did start up. I did adjust a little bit of that. I think it's the air fuel screw down there, not the PMS. I messed it up the other video, not the PMS, which is obviously in the carburetors. So started it up. Sounded a little rough, but remember on the last video that I showed y'all, I did that. I think that had fixed it ever so slightly. It doesn't pop as much, which we're going to definitely start up in this video. It doesn't pop as much, but it definitely sounds a lot better than the first time, so that's a plus. But battery still doesn't hold a charge. So what I'm thinking is the voltage regulator most likely is bad. Hopefully that's the case, because I really don't want to do I don't want to do the stator, which I think I'm gonna have to do anyway. Only reason I say that is because it is looking like it's been tampered with, and not in a good way. So you see the gasket, kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look right. So I think I am going to have to do something about that. So this will be a 2-day video on this one, because everything I want to do is already about to be dark. Everything I want to do is going to take a little bit of time. So this video, or this for today, I do have the piece that I needed to get this replaced with a new one. So a new key and everything, because I did do this one last video and it's still perfect, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, do a startup on the bike, let y'all see how it runs, what it sounds like. And if y'all can give me any pointers, any feedback to anything basically on it, that would be much appreciated. So let's get it started. We're gonna get these bolts off. There's 2 bolts, one top, one bottom, and then just that plug. So I believe that is a T40. Make sure that it does have the hole on it. I don't know if that's focusing. Oh Lord, was that Siri? That was. Let's get that put on. I took it off. Oh, max force on that. All right, that's one. There it goes. Okay. Tighten up a little bit. Take this one on y'all first. And then cool. All right. Don't want to drop that. I'm going to unclip. There we go. All right. Old one. Cool. And new one. Need to go in like so. On the bottom. All right. Cool. All right. Not going anywhere. Cool. And get that tucked out of the way. Beautiful. All right, moment of truth. Beautiful. So next thing is we're gonna get the bike started and show y'all what it sounds like. Gas is on. What y'all think? It's gonna start up. Replacing that fuel pump. I'm definitely gonna replace that fuel pump. Let's see. You can definitely tell it's out of sync. It just looks so good though. Jesus Christ, I can't wait to get this thing done. All right. So yeah, that's what we are working with so far. So, like I said, this will be a 2-day video. So I'm gonna end this now. And we'll be right back at it tomorrow. Boom. Welcome back. This is the next day, so we got a couple things we need to get done. First things first, we got spark plugs going. We do have our, see if I can get this open. We have, come on. I'll get that open in a minute. We have the stator. We're gonna, not stator, voltage regulator that we're gonna switch out. And then we got this good old bad boy here. That just pulled up. Boom. We are going to do a carb sync on it. So from what I've seen, not too bad. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. So we'll do that, get that out the way. One thing that isn't here right now is going to be the fork LED daytime running lights that I'm going to put on here and here. Those are out for delivery, so hopefully we'll catch him when he comes. But hey, that is definitely the next thing we'll do. So we'll get this stuff knocked out. I might start with spark plugs because that might be the most simple thing. So we'll get that knocked out first. We're gonna start by removing this cover. These are stubborn. A nice little flathead. Try to get that up. Get that out of the way. All right. So now it's exposed. And honestly, there is plenty of videos of how to do this. This isn't really a how-to or DIY. This is, I just wanted to record myself, you know, getting stuff done. So I'm not going to go all in depth with it, but we do get this here. And oh, that thing is on there. Oh, dang. There we go. All right, so as you can see, it's a little brown, just a little bit. Not crazy, but it definitely could use a nice little change. Okay, so obviously this is what that one looks like. And as far as a new one, that is what that looks like. Let's see what this one's at. Yep, and it is the same, if that can focus. The same, perfect. Get it in there. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten it up a little more. Not too tight, but to where it gets a little bit more resistance, which is coming up on that right now. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to put this plug back on. There we go. Oh, there we go. And it should be properly seated. Okay. Get this cover back on. Boom. All right, move to the next side. So now we're on the front side. This one is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more tight of clearance, but still everything applies the exact same way. Just less clearance. That's about it. Right. Plug out of the way. Clear shot. Oh, that's a beautiful little setup. Okay. It's on here. Get this one out. Let's see if this one's a pain as well. Yep. This one's going to be a pain as well. Let's back you up a little bit. Jesus. See if I can go straight. That is insane. Right after I was saying probably wouldn't need no anti-seize. There's probably no anti-seize. Hey, we're running with it. It's all good. All right. Yeah, that one is a little bit more. Just focus. That one's a little bit more dark. Let's try to learn from our mistake last time and not seat that in there all the way. Let's get this in here. There we go. Beautiful. All right, now we can put this back on. Yep. All right. That is on and secure. Put these back on. All right. Good to go. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to test. So I already have this out. We're going to test out the battery, see where the voltage is at, because I did charge it overnight with the trickle charger. We do have our voltage regulator. So let me show y'all where it's at. So obviously you got the battery here, this cover, which I went ahead and loosened up, took the bolt out of it. this cover here on the back side. Let me see if I can. All right, so boom. That is the regulator. Looked like it been in there for a minute. I'm hoping that's the issue because it looked like I said, someone tampered with the stator because it looks like the gas is messed up. That's going to get replaced regardless, but I want to try this first to see if we get a voltage. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to use that multimeter. Get y'all up here. We're going to use that multimeter. We're going to check the voltage, start the bike up, because remember I did just change the spark plug, so I want to make sure that's good. So we're going to start the bike up, check the voltage, see where we're at, and go from there. So let's do that. All right, first things first, I want to show y'all where we're at currently. 12.8, so around 12.8. So we're going to start the bike up. All right, so as you can see, that didn't change whatsoever. So obviously we have a charging problem, which we already knew. We just want to test it out. So after a lot of fails, this is what we went ahead and did. So the old one is still in there. The new one I just went ahead and plugged up just to see if we're going to get a different reading on our multimeter. So we're about to find out. All right, see where we're at again. 12.5, so it should start up still. Look at that. So that works. So that fixed the problem. Now the problem is getting it in there because I cannot get that top bolt to save my life. So might have to do this off camera. We're gonna get it fixed. So I'm glad that worked. Oh my God, I didn't have to open up that stator. Cool. All right, so we're gonna get that going. Move on to the next thing, which would be the compression test. So, or I guess the synchronization of the carbs. That'll be the next thing. We're itching closer and closer, y'all. All right, so as y'all could have saw, the mic cut out, so I had to change mics, and obviously it is dark outside now. So, so yeah, a lot has happened. Did get that fine tuned a little bit to the best of my knowledge without obviously doing anything with the carbs. And actually it's sounding pretty good right now. So, um, got everything buttoned back up. I'm gonna start it, but I want to go ahead and do the LED lights really fast. Get that out the way. So, oh, whoa. So what I need to do, obviously, I had cut these off from the bar. And what I'm gonna do is get those connected there and there. So fork LEDs, which I got right here. Oh, I had right there where I put them. Here we go. So real simple. Get that put on and let y'all know how it go. So after all that long time elapse, let's see if both of them are going to turn on for us. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So that is fine. Just because how difficult this is really about to be, and it might be a little time consuming, I'm going to do this off camera as well and then show you the results. So give me 1 second. All right. Got those two connected. So, boom. Yep. Camera's a little blurry. Obviously, this needs to get changed regardless. But here's the problem. Why is both of them blinking? So I need to do some research on that. But you can see that they're sequential. So looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty modern. You can see it from the side as well, which is perfect. What you want. It's crazy because they're not hyper flashing, but they're blinking at the same time. Yeah. So obviously more things to come. We'll get the bike started up. I might do a little test ride on it. Just maybe we'll see. But yeah, get the bike started. Got to move it to the backyard. So we'll get it test road, get it in the backyard, and then we'll be done. I got a lot of my mess to clean up. So let's get that going. All right, y'all. Let's get her fired up. All right, so took it around the block. First time riding a motorcycle, took it around the block. It's kind of simple. Kind kind of self-explanatory. I drove a manual, so it kind of helped out a little bit. It's actually very smooth, very powerful. It's 1100, so gotta be careful. Need to get a helmet, need to get gloves, need to get protective gear in general. But it still backfires. So that is still another problem. We're gonna do that seafoam thing like I've been saying, but it is running so much better than when we first got it. So much better. So that's a win. So yeah, that's it for this episode. It's a long one. But yeah, appreciate y'all sticking in. We'll see y'all next time. We still got a good amount of things to do. So appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, give me feedback. Just don't be an ass. That's all I ask. See y'all.